North Carolina Realtors, are VA assumptions a unicorn or something you should be pursuing on behalf of your sellers? Today, I want to explain to you the benefits of an assumption, but really kind of the reality check that will kick in that may make that assumption not worth anything more than good marketing for your listing. But first, my name is Steve Doherty. I'm a loan officer in Raleigh, North Carolina, and a United States Marine Corps veteran. Let's take a look at VA assumptions from the perspective of your seller. So first, VA loans are not the only assumable mortgage, but today that is what we are discussing. So imagine your seller has a 30-year fixed mortgage that they refinanced during COVID, and they got it down to a 2.625, right? Great interest rate. It's going to be a really good addition to some marketing materials, a 2.625 assumable mortgage. What's the drawback? Well, if that mortgage was started back in 2000 or 2021, it really depends on what the gap is between the current mortgage balance and how much your sellers want to get for the property. For instance, if the balance on that mortgage is $350 and the sellers expect to get $450, then the buyers will have to make up the difference between the current balance of the mortgage and the sales price. That really kind of defeats the purpose of a VA mortgage, which is 100% financing. So it may be hard to identify a VA borrower who has VA entitlement who's also willing to make a $100,000 down payment just to chase down that super low interest rate. So how would a VA buyer approach that assumption if they had to make up the whole $450? Well, they could pay cash, or they more likely would do what we call a piggyback second. It's a second mortgage that helps bridge the gap between the loan balance and the purchase price. But most of those programs aren't going to get you all the way to $450. They're going to get maybe 90%. So they're still going to have to make a down payment. And now they're going to have a second mortgage that is probably a 10-year payback. That's probably an ARM, adjustable rate mortgage, and has a high interest rate. So now they're making a down payment. They're getting a second mortgage that has an adjustable rate and a high mortgage. That the real benefit of a VA mortgage is really starting to break down just so we can chase down that 2.625 interest rate.